Alright gang, today we are playing Nana, the Christmas edition. There are three versions of Nana. Nana, the original, Nana, the Christmas edition, which we are playing today, and a straight up English version called Trios, which can hold 3 to 5 players rather, whereas the Japanese and Japanese English versions of Nana, Nana and Nana Christmas edition, can accommodate 2 to 5 players. Nana is what Scott Alden described to me as gamer go fish. I would agree with that. So will Jed, because we've done this a couple times. And it is a set collecting game in which there is some deduction, some push your luck, and some memory. Now, the cards range from 1 to 12 in a 4 and 5 player game. In a 3 player game, it will range from 1 to 11, and in a 2 player game, the cards will range from 1 to 10. The object of the game is to collect sets of these cards. Each set consists of 3 cards of the identical number. So there will be 3 12s that will be one set, or a challenge as the game calls it. The object of the game is to collect a number of these sets, and that number depends on what sets you collect. Okay, to win, one way is to have 3 sets of challenges. Okay, so here we have 11, 12, and 8. If I were the first one to get these 3 sets, I would win. Another way to win is to get 2 sets that equal to a value of 7, whether you are adding or subtracting these numbers together. So if we look here, I have 11 and 4. If I had 2 more 4s, it would be a complete set. And if I subtract 4 from 11, that would give me 7. If I added 4 plus 3, that would give me 7. Any combination of adding and subtracting cards that will give you 7 is another way to win if you were the first one to do this. All right, and if we look down here at the bottom of the card in the center, there's a star and an S, and then there are numbers or one number depending on the card, and that will tell you what you need to add or subtract to the number of the card you have in order to get 7. All right, the final way and the easiest way to win the game is to be the first person to complete a challenge of 7s, have 3 7s. In that case, you automatically win the game and you are victor. All right, for a 2-player game, we will have a common area of 10 cards, and then each player will have a hand of 10 cards. We will take out the 12s and the 11s, all 3 of each cards, okay? In a 2-player game, we will remove them from the game. We will place them back in the box. As I said, the common area will consist of 10 cards, and then each player will have 10 cards in their hand. In a 3-player game, we will only remove the set of 12s and remove them from the game, putting them back in the box. And then each player would get a hand of 9, I believe. 8 cards, a hand of 8 cards. And there would be 9 cards in the center here. For a 4-player game, we will use all 12 sets of the cards. Each player will get 7 cards in their hand, and there will be 8 cards in the common area. And for a 5-player game, we will use all 36 cards. There will be 6 cards in each player's hand and 6 cards in the common area. Now, on a player's turn, a player has one of 2 options. They could choose to ask a player, whether it be themselves or another player, what the highest or the lowest card in their hand is. When we get our hands, we will arrange them from from lowest to highest, left to right in our hand, in ascending order. Once we do that, a player can ask another player what their highest or their lowest card in their hand is. They can ask themselves or another player. They cannot choose to ask what a middle card is. It must be the highest or lowest. If they choose not to do that, they could also choose to go into the common area and flip one of these cards face up. And if it matches another card that they are trying to reveal, they can go again. Okay, they could either ask themselves or another player what the highest or lowest card in their hand is, or they can reveal one in the center. If the cards do not match up, say one of us revealed a 4 and in the center there was a 1 that would not match up, then the player who revealed their card would take that, put it back in their hand in the correct order, and anything revealed in the shared space would be flipped back face down. All right, so there's the memory. I'm going to kind of keep track of what's in the center area and what each player has. If a player runs out of a hand, then they would simply continue with whatever's in the center, or asking other players what's in their hand, highest or lowest again, until either somebody wins or they get a winning condition. Now, we are going to play 2 games. The first game will be the base game, and then the second game will be with the special package edition, the Christmas edition rules. The rule book says the player who has the most luckiest thing happen to them recently will go first. That is not me by far, so I'm going to say that would be Jen.
Okay. I had a vacation.
Yeah,
That was pretty lucky.
that was pretty lucky. So Jennifer,
Oh, you filled up the gas tank last night.
I did.
Yeah.
So Jen, I will look away from my lappy top. Why don't you show your hand to this one up here so they can see what they are? Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Now you don't look, and I'll show what my hand is. Okay, and as you see, I have some cards that are multiples. You would simply put them in the spot that they belong, and then add the next card next to it, the next highest card next to it. All right, you got to look.
Okay.
All right, Jennifer, what are you going to do?
What's your biggest card?
My highest
Yeah.
would be a 10. Now,
Okay.
she asked for it. I revealed it. I should place it out in front of me while you're grabbing it.
Can I have it?
No, it stays in front of me. And then you continue. Remember? Mhm.
What if I was good? What if it makes 3?
Well, then you would ask yourself, technically, just drop
Oh,
it in front
can I? Jen.
What's
what
your
biggest card?
highest? Okay, and then she would do it again, technically. What's your highest? And you could do that. You could ask the same person multiple times what their lowest is. Yeah.
As long as you fish what you wish.
As long as you fish what you wish. So, Jen got a challenge. She has 10s. Now she gets a set of 3s. She will win the game. Or if she gets 2 more sets, she will win the game. So that is the end of Jen's turn. It goes on to me. So, Jennifer, what is your lowest card? Okay, now I am going to try in the center. I'm going to say this one. It is a 1. That is the end of my turn. Jen will take that and place it back in her hand. I will flip this over. I did not fish for what I wished. It's Jen's turn.
Barry,
Jennifer,
what is your lowest card?
my lowest card would be a deuce. I dropped a deuce, Jen. What's your yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to search the deck.
Okay.
I forget what that one was now. Dang it. Oh, fish what I wish.
All right, well, leave it there.
Jen, what's your lowest card?
Jen, what's your lowest card?
That's you.
All right, so Jen now has 2 sets, 2 challenges completed. They do not equal 7 if you add or subtract them, so she does not win the game, but she gets 1 more set. She will win the game, and it goes over to me. Jen,
Yeah.
what is your lowest card? Okay, I am going to go in the center. I remember one of them's a 1. I don't remember which one is a 1. So I'll try this one. It's another 1. I did not fish what I wish. That gets flipped over. Jen takes the 3 back. Puts it in her hand. It's your turn. Yes.
Go ahead, Scritches. Barry, what is your lowest card? Oh, Jen, what is your lowest card? Jen, what is your lowest card?
I think this was stacked. All right, so Jen completed 3 challenges.
Also, 10 minus 3.
Yes, she would have won either way because she has 2 that equal 7 when added or subtracted, and then she has 3 sets. So that's basically 9 for 2 players. It's a quick game. We will shuffle up, reset up, and then we will come back and we will play the special package alternate rule for it after Beaker goes done with the bathroom. We'll be back.
Losers go first?
Actually, the winner goes first.
Oh, sweet.
But that was the base game of Nana, what you just saw. We rejiggered for a new game, which brings us to one of the alternate rules for the game is If a player wins a game, they can do a point system if you're playing multiple games. And how that works is when a player wins one game, other than winning with the sevens, they will gain a token or a point. All right, I'm going to use picks here to indicate Jen won the first game. If we get the 2 points, they win the tournament. All right. However, if a player wins with the sevens, that is equal to 2 points, they automatically win the tournament. That is the end of the game, or the end of the tournament. All right. So that's the first alternate rule to Nana Christmas edition. I'm not sure if that's in the regular edition. I never read the rule book for that. Scott just showed me how to play the game, and I glanced over the trios. I don't remember if that's in there or not. All right. Now for the Christmas edition, why this version is available. On the even cards from 2 to 10, there are packages on the bottom right and left corners of the cards. When a player completes a set of these even cards, they will collect that set, and then everybody will always say Merry Christmas, and players will pass their hand to the player on their left, and that player will pass their hand to the player on their left until everybody gets the player on their right hand. All right. So, Jen won the last game. She will go first. That's in the rules. Not my rules. Their rules. Go ahead.
What is your highest card?
My highest
Okay.
would be a 9.
Okay. I'm going to go for that.
You go to fish?
I want to fish.
You go to fish?
I did not fish what I
She
wished.
did not fish for what she wished. So would this be like trying to sneak your presents? Oh, yeah, Jen was pointing out the packages. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So if we look down here on the sides, on the bottom, there is a present symbol there that if we finished that set, we would do the Merry Christmas thing. All right, so it goes over to me. Jennifer, what is your lowest card? That did not help me. All right, so we're going to flip this one, and it's not what I wished. So Jen takes the card back. I flip that over. It goes back to the Jen.
What is your lowest card, Barry? Okay. Oh, I fished what I wished.
You fish for what you wished. All right, so
I could technically ask you again, correct?
she can.
Barry, what is your lowest card? Yes.
And she completed an even set, which has
man.
the special packages on it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I get her hand. All right, it goes over to me. Let's see. Yeah. All right. All right. So I am going to fish, and that is not going to help me.
No.
Now, if I wasn't stoned, I could remember what I just had. I believe it was a 9, if I remember right. So I'm going to fish again, and I am going to fish a card we already pulled. All right, so I did not fish where I wish. Goes back to Jen. All Jen needs is a set of 5s or 9s, and she will win the game. Or 7s. I know she has 2 of them. Go ahead.
Oh, that card you remember?
But it's buried in the center, so
I'm gonna go
I got
fish.
some time.
Barry,
Yeah.
what's your lowest card? Barry, what's your lowest card?
Jennifer won the second hand, but it does not equal 7. And she needs 1 more. All right, so it goes over to me. I am going to say, Bar, what's your lowest card? It'll be a 4. And then I'm going to flip this guy over for another 4. And I'm going to say, Bar,
Congratulations.
what is your lowest card? 4. And then I'm going to collect this set, say Merry Christmas, and get my cards back. And it goes over to Jennifer. Jennifer, what are you going to do?
Gotta remember your cards. I'm gonna go fishing.
Okay.
Barry, what is your middlest card? No, I'm kidding.
My middle's card's in the middle.
kidding.
That's where it's going to stay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna fish again.
You want to fish again?
Yeah.
Ooh,
sugar.
but you can't get to it. It's buried.
Neither can you.
I know.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I got my hand back. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm medicated. All right, so I am going to we look at this one? I'm going to flip this one, and it's not what I want. And then I am going to flip this one. Okay, so that was an 8. That was a 10. Did not help me. Jen, you're up.
I'm going to fish for that.
Okay.
Jen, what is your highest card? Jen, what is your highest card?
Jen won the game and the tournament.
Merry Christmas.
So
Do you want my crap?
Jen gets another pick showing she got 2 points, and that's the end of the tournament.
I'm the winner.
She's the winner.
This
So
game is called I Win.
this game is called Jen Wins, and this is Nana, the Christmas edition. We'll be back with our what we think, me thinks. What you thinks? Me thinks. All right, gang. So that was Nana Christmas edition. I'm surprised I didn't call it Nana. This is me thinks. Jen, what do you think of Nana Christmas edition?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
It's quick. It's fun. If you're not paying attention, you can screw yourself.
You can, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And I played it with 4 other people and then with just you. So I didn't think it was going to be fun with 2 players, but it was.
It was. Yeah, that's what I was curious about. This is the, 3 times? 2 times or 3 times we played the game with 2 players? 2 times, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We filmed a couple times.
We shuffled it many more times.
We
than
shuffled it
played
many more times. All right, yeah, this is the second time we've played with 2 players for both of us. This is the first time Jen's played with this surprise package or special package. I played it with 3 players with the special package, and I've played this at all player counts with gamers, Scott and Beth was there, Beth was Seth, or not Beth, Steph was there from all the games with Steph. Gamers. I've also played it with non-gamers. My niece, nephew, sister-in-law, wife. I played it at 2, 3, 4, and 5. I do like this game a lot. The games, the box says 5 to 15 minutes, and that's true. You could teach this game and play 4 games within an hour. Some games can be 5 minutes. I ran it at somebody gets them 7s pretty quickly. That's the end of the game. Yeah, or it could drag on to. I've never played, even with gamers. Never played more than 10 minutes, 15, probably maybe once. And like Jen said, I'm surprised it does hold up at 2 players. I was a little concerned about that. I may have said, I may not have. This was a gift to Jennifer from Scott Alden, who introduced me to the game. Not this version of it. He introduced me to the original version, which is basically the same game. It's just the artwork's different. And that special package thing isn't in the original, I don't believe.
Well, I'm glad I picked this set down because I had my choice.
Yeah. It's the original version is just the numbers, and I believe it was the Japanese symbol for the numbers as well as the English number, and then just the TT, what it looks like the TT on the back for us, which is actually Japanese for Nana. So what do you think about the artwork on this one?
It's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah. At first, when I saw it, I thought maybe the 8 was something special just because it had like a completely different background. Most of them are majority of the lighter color. But, they're cute. Cute little critters on there. Little Sasquatch guy.
Yeah, those Sasquatch.
Llama.
I was trying to see
Hedgehog.
if they, added up with the theme wise. 6 and 1 is 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. I don't see, other than like each one has a bird. There's an owl in the reef there.
That's not an owl. That's a hedgehog.
That's a hedgehog. So there's no
not a
thematic
bird on
theme there
card.
at all. Stoned.
This Christmas animals. This is a ram, fox, llama.
The Sasquatch.
Yeah, puppers.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what this animal is.
I'm going to say monkeys. I'm not positive.
Maybe.
Yeah. Reindeers.
Piggies.
Yeah.
Owls. Yeah.
Yeah, so the artwork's nice.
Yeah, it's cute. It's different.
I do like that they do list on the bottom if you're playing with younger kids, which I have, and even if they can't add, they all they need to know is I need a set of this and a set of with this order. They don't really have to add. They just need to know they need 3 of this number or this number.
Yeah, I didn't know
set.
what that was at first, and I had asked you. I'm like, what are these numbers at the bottom? And I was like, oh, it maths for you.
It maths for you. Now, what we didn't see in the game is if a player runs out of a hand, then they would simply continue with whatever's in the center or asking other players what's in their hand, highest or lowest again, until either somebody wins or they get a winning condition.
And that did happen when we played with the family on Thanksgiving.
It did happen with Ethan. That did happen. It happened with Scott too. When we were at BGG Spring. So even if you run out of hand, you're still in the game. I do like that. The negatives I have for this game, which aren't many, it's luck based, very luck based. If you're not into that, you will not like this. If your memory bad, like mine is, you may not like this. But it's such a quick game that it really doesn't get frustrating if you have a bad memory. I don't think so. What do you think, Jen?
No, I mean you're like, oh man, I forgot. What card. Which happened on the first one we played. I forgot, like it was a 1 here. And you'd flipped back over. And I'm like, I knew where the spot was, but I couldn't remember what the card was.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. But then you said something and I was like, oh, it was a 1.
Yeah, if I weren't explaining the game to the camera, she wouldn't remember that. And I think that's part of the fun, especially even though my memory is bad. I find it funny that I can't remember where a card is. Or with this version, with the special packages, that adds another memory thing to it, which I find kind of curious. I remember playing it with 3 players, but I don't remember the game exactly. It was 6 months ago, over 6 months ago. But that adds another memory, especially with a 2-player. Like, I can see it working better with more than 2 players, that special package thing. Like, all right, I had that hand, now they have it. What is it?
Like you're focusing on what you have in your hand and then trying to remember what you had in your hand. Yeah.
So that's a neat twist, I think. And it worked well with 2 players, I think.
Yeah. That would really mess up if it was more players, because then you're like, okay, I had that, they had that, and then it's like you're trying to remember 3 or 4 different hands,
Yeah. It's a cool twist to it. Too. It's a simple game, which is one of the things I like about it. It's very easy. People play Go Fish. Just got to explain a couple of little things, but you get right into it within 10 minutes. Of a roll teach at the most, I think.
Yeah.
Problem I had with my niece and nephew is, being that I game so much, I kind of glossed over a couple steps. But after the second game, they got it.
And I joined in towards the end, and I made a mistake because I asked what the highest card was, and then I drew a card. They happened to be the same one or something, but I didn't have that card in my hand, so I thought I was messing up, but I wasn't really.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter what's in your hand; it's what's revealed, basically. Yeah. As long as what you have revealed out on the table matches what you are revealing, then you're good. If not, then you'd have to pass on to the next player. It'd be the next player's turn. So we went over the artwork. The rule book.
Pretty simple.
Very simple. Very easy to read. There are 2. There is one in Japanese and one in English. There are also player aid cards, which is always a good thing for me. And they are also in English and Japanese. One of each. I do like the player aid on one side. It just tells you what the winning conditions are. 3 of a kind, or 3 different sets rather. 2 sets that equal 7, or just 1 set of 7s. And then on the back, it gives you the setup and how to play the game, basically. And you can fit it all on one of these cards. So it's an easy game to learn. I have not played it with kids, like I said, but I think they could pick up on this. I think it's 6+ with the age. I don't remember. What did you think about the point thing with between games?
I mean, I feel like this is one of the games where you could play multiple times, so I don't know that just going to 2 points really matters.
Yeah, I find with games like this, it's more about the experience and points. Just
Yeah.
it's like we also played Pictionary or not Pictionary,
Telestrations.
Telestrations After Dark.
We
They
didn't
have a
keep
point
score.
system. We games like this we never do. It's more about the fun of it, the experience.
Yeah.
So, do you like this?
I do like this.
So do I. It will be staying in our collection. Like to thank Aldi, Big A for giving us this. Like I said, I do not know if this version is available in the States. Scott showed me the original version.
I think it's a yellow box.
What I played, yeah. He gave Jen this one. He carried around a handful of these games and was just giving them out to people he was playing with throughout the con. And we were discussing it was basically distribution rights. But now there is a straight English version called Trios, which is basically the same game, different player counts, different artwork, etc. But from what I remember, the rules are almost identical, except for that player count thing. So again, I'd like to thank Scott for the game and for introducing me to the game. It's a real fun game. I played it over a dozen times, I'm sure, throughout the time I had it, and I'm not bored with it yet. I don't think you are. Yeah, this is.
I played less than you because I was asleep for a while.
Yeah, you weren't. You didn't play the spring, and yeah, you slept through the first couple.
Yeah.
The first two games, I think, with the family. So, would you recommend this?
I would.
So would I. So, if you would like to, anything else you got to say about this?
No.
Huh?
I like it.
You like it? So do I. So, if you want more information on it, you could check it out on Board Game Geek. Also, there's other videos. I don't know about this version, but there is for Nana and Trios. You could check that out on Board Game Geek or online.
It has a QR code. You can
also got
see a video.
QR code that you can see a video for, which I did not watch, so I cannot comment on that. So that's it. Get gaming, have fun. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Get me out. Oh, my back hurts.
I know.
All right.
I'm still gonna laugh at you.
I know.
I'm a horrible wife.
You is. You ready to pack this John up?
It is, John.
Yeah.